This is Marcus, a 75-year-old man admitted to the hospital for lung cancer. He is receiving TPN with vitals stable, and on a good day, his pain stays at a 6. His 70-year-old wife is always at the bedside, and although frail, she tries to help with ADLs as much as possible, but it's taking a toll on her. The children visit daily but have their own family to raise. The family indicates that their financial resources are drained. The family wishes to take Marcus home and manage his end-of-life care there. Marcus does not want life support and ultimately wants to die at home. The nurse comes in for a morning assessment but is rushing so she can take her break. She is only concerned about how tired she is and thinks about the many things she has to do during her shift instead of the well-being of her patient. Oh look! The wife is trying to get the nurse's attention because the bed is a mess. But the nurse is inconsiderate and leaves.
Whoa! Jean Watson here to intervene in this nurse's approach to patient care. Based on my first curative factor, the formation of humanistic and altruistic system of values, this nurse should perform selfless acts and put the patient first, just as she has learned through school and life experiences. Taking time to the wife's request of cleaning the bed versus taking her break shows qualities of a humane nurse.
The nurse comes in with the doctor to deliver some bad news. Even though Marcus knows he has cancer, the doctors tell him there's nothing more they can do. Sorry! Oh no, the nurse is leaving with her.
Wait a minute. This nurse should follow my second curative factor by instilling faith and hope in the patient and wife. When modern science and medical technology have nothing else to offer, the nurse is there to comfort and provide a sense of well-being. This support is necessary in the curative process.
The patient is clearly in pain, and when brought to the nurse's attention, she says, "He's always like that," and shrugs it off.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. My third curative factor clearly points out that nurses should be sensitive to what is happening with the patient. Pain is known as the fifth vital sign and should be taken very seriously. The nurse is in no place to judge and should interact compassionately with others and assess the patient in a genuine way. In doing so, she is able to promote Marcus's health and a higher level of functioning for him.
The wife pushes the nurse call button, hoping that she can count on the nurse to come quickly to their aid. But the nurse is nowhere to be seen.
Where is that nurse to establish a helping, trusting relationship? According to my fourth curative factor, the nurse is responsible for forming a sense of trust between her and the patient by answering the call light in a timely fashion so that a caring and empathetic bond is made.
While the son is visiting his dad, he becomes frustrated with what is being done for his dad's medical condition. The nurse is inconsiderate about the son's feelings and tells him to be quiet instead.
Stop right there. This is not therapeutic communication. The fifth curative factor suggests that the nurse acknowledges the son's angry feelings and tries to understand the reasons for his aggressive behavior. The nurse should encourage the patient and family to share both the negative and positive feelings about their current situation.
The wife and daughter of the patient can't come to an agreement about financial decisions. The nurse witnesses the argument and chooses not to intervene.
Uh-oh! This nurse must not understand my sixth curative factor about scientific problem solving. Nursing means more than just taking care of the physical condition of the patient. The nurse can act as a mediator when necessary to properly examine the problems within the patient's family. Assessing for the causes of the dilemma can allow the nurse to help the family in the problem-solving process. If the family is unable to make decisions, the nurse should provide resources such as pamphlets or other references to financial programs.
The nurse is imposing an advance directive on the patient because she doesn't agree with their decision to deny life support.
Where is that interpersonal teaching and learning that I talk about in my 7th curative factor? Even though the nurse might think that advance directives involve only her teaching the patient, she must also be able to understand and learn the patient's view and desire to die at home.
How sad! The call light is out of reach and Marcus really wants some water, but he is all alone in this dark room while his wife is showering.
This is not safe. The nurse should apply my 8th curative factor and create a healing environment at all levels, physical and non-physical. While the nurse turns on the light, gives him some water, and puts the call button within reach, she is providing the patient with a safe, supportive, and comfortable environment that eases Marcus's suffering.
Marcus is really smelly, and the wife needs help with giving him a bed bath. But when the nurse comes in with the supplies, she refuses to help them.
How rude! Assisting with the patient's basic needs is the key point of curative factor 9. I believe that each individual need is equally important for quality nursing care and the encouragement of health and well-being.
Marcus and his wife are taking some time to pray, and the nurse interrupts them while performing the physical care without considering the patient's spiritual beliefs and practices. It is obvious that the patient is offended by the nurse's actions.
What just happened? The nurse violated my 10th curative factor by not being open to the spiritual view of the patient. Phenomenology is a way of understanding others from the way things appear to them. Including this in patient care allows the nurse to assist the patient in finding strength and courage to confront death according to their own spiritual preferences.